You've probably seen self-storage facilities many times, but have you ever wondered why or when people use a storage facility? Well, today I'm speaking with Karen Bodano, Operations Manager of Sentinel Self-Storage, to find out just exactly when you might need a self-storage unit. This is Daily Web TV. Karen, tell me about some of the ways that a person can use self-storage.
Well, pretty much as many ideas as that you have of what you can do with your items that's why you would see them in storage. We see people when they're in transition between, housing for, let's say they're moving from a smaller house to a bigger house and the house isn't ready. So often we'll see them in storage while they're renting something in the interim. We see people when they're traveling. They've decided to put their goods away and take some time and go see the world. So they'll put their items away in storage. We see a lot of folks at this time of, our lives, where they're starting to downsize their housing also. The boomers are starting to get a bit older, the kids are raised, and they're looking at these big houses and saying, we really don't need all this space anymore.
And I think a great use for things that you want to save for your children, but they're not in any state to take them at that point.
Yeah, it's true. It takes a whole lifetime to acquire items, and it's hard to let them go, and sometimes they're sentimental items, like things that have been left to you from your grandparents or from an aunt or uncles. So, it's a great place to put your items. They're safe, they're close by if you need to come see them. And again, if you're thinking of your children and the people that you're leaving your legacy to, it's a place to put them in the interim.
Now, what about temporary situations, short term? Can you use them for that?
Absolutely. Our spaces start as small as 5 feet by 5 feet, and they can go as large as a double car garage. So sometimes it's just a small amount of items that you want to put aside. Let's say you're staging your home and you're trying to declutter, and you only need it for a month or two. You only rent by the month, and so it's as simple as taking a small space, getting those few items out from underfoot so that your home shows nicely, and then when you're ready to move, there's no obligation. You just have a month-to-month term and you let your space go. So
yeah, that's a great idea, because the stress of home staging is bad enough in itself, and trying to figure out what to do with things that you've been told to get out of there. It's a great idea.
Absolutely. And when you're planning your move, it's very stressful to look around and see that big home full of stuff. If you can slowly pick away at it and put a few things away, it makes life so much easier. It takes away that stress level. So when it's time for the core move, you've already decluttered, you've already maybe put away the seasonal things that you didn't need to handle during the big day of the move.
Well, Karen, thank you for all the great tips and advice, you've really enlightened us.
Thank you.
For more information about self-storage, visit sentinel.ca. Keeping you informed, I'm Sheila Clark, and you've been watching Daily Web TV.